Okay. So, I only have an hour. This is going to be a very boring stream part, so... If you are watching this, I will put this up on YouTube just for the hell of it, and maybe I'll babble about something interesting, but chances are this is going to be really boring, so... Apologies in advance, but if you want to watch me run over zombies with a truck for an hour, this is the place to be. Yeah. So, we left off last night with me half delirious and babbling about... I don't remember what. I think we were talking about Let It Die and how I'm okay with Uncle Death calling me Senpai. That was... that was good. It's a real treasure, that Uncle Death. He's a stand-up kind of guy. He doesn't have any organs, just nasty, gunky shit. Yeah, Let It Die is a lot of fun. I think it would be a lot more entertaining than Infinity Mode right now, as I've learned. I thought Infinity Mode would be kind of like, yeah, Infinity Mode, but as I'm learning, it's more like, Infinity Mode, gross. Shit's gross, man. I don't want to deal with that. This is really weird. They're suddenly significantly cleared out. It's only a couple zombies. You'd think that would mean survival would have spawned in here, or a psychopath or something, but I suppose not. Oh god. I'm just getting on the sweet skateboard. I'll skate around the zombies. Or through the zombies and lose my skateboard immediately. That works too. Oh man. Comments already. Let me see what's up. I got a meat for you to process right here. Oh my god. Yeah. I do have a question. What are all these zombies doing in the maintenance tunnels? Like, maintenance tunnels are not for the general public, and yet these zombies en masse have gotten all up in this shit. There's just an excessive amount. Just crowds upon crowds, and constantly respawning and refilling the tunnels. It's like... I like to imagine, like, I don't know, Willamette was having, like, their own Black Friday sale, but in order to, like, keep them all empty, they just filter everybody into the maintenance tunnels. And then they do this. Like, they do exactly this, even if they're still human. They just get somebody in the Michelle Club car, or Michelle Club truck, and run them all. That's how Willamette, Colorado does Black Fridays. Don't worry about your fellow consumers running you over. We'll do it for you. Oh, that's pretty fucked up. That's a little fucked up, man. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, now it's just empty in here. We could hang out in meat processing for hours. Do you have any idea how much meat Americans consume in a single day? And other memorable lines from Dead Rising. Ooh, a shelf. Ooh, a sausage rack. I'm sad there's no zombies here to beat with these things. I wonder if I can carry this in the next room. If so, I'm totally gonna beat some zombies with this. Just take the whole thing with me. Ah, perfect. I don't know how you fit that through the door, Frank, but frankly... Whoops. Unintentional pun. Frankly, I'm impressed. Let's go beat him with a sausage rack, too. We gotta fill out those weapon achievos. What else we got? Cleaver, skateboard. Now, There's an idea. How about a cleaver skateboard? Excuse you. This is very strange. This is like also like the paper thin sausages. It's just been modeled onto here. Looking good, good and slimy. Oh, that's gross. They got a sheen to them. Ew, gross. Oh dear. Not a very good recovery time on this. Okay, it's just sausage for everyone. I think it's time to mop up crime. Ooh, nasty. Oops. Shit. Get her off me. And I think this becomes, yeah, a poker weapon. Okay, nice push broom spear. And, yep, just impale him. It's a good look for you. Buckethead. Whip. Oh, shit. I'm gonna stop letting that happen. Here, eat an apple. Wow, that apple healed a lot more than I thought it was going to. Okay, so we've got meat and 2 pizzas. And a lot of zombies to kill. Is it daytime yet in the game? Hold on, let's breach the surface briefly, just to see what's going on up there. If the Hall family's back, we can get like 3 more pizzas, and that would be heavenly. It's not quite daytime yet, but that's okay. Ouch. Ouch. Oh god. Steering in the park is an endeavor. There's lots of trees in your way. Nope, nobody yet. I think I'm at the point in this playthrough we should abandon the food court. I'm not gonna try it. Was there a clothing thing we could wear? Hold on, I gotta check this out. I don't recall there being clothing to wear in the, yeah, there totally is. I don't recall there being clothing to wear in the lake, but maybe we're going to become a beautiful lady of the lake. Frank of the lake. Oh, no, you just go barefoot. I want to return. I want I want my Mega Man feet back. There we go. The nice thing about the Mega Man outfit is that it doesn't have any clothes changing animation. It's the one set that doesn't do it. So everything else makes you do a little dance and stand still. At the very least, Mega Man doesn't screw you that way. Mega Man, don't do me like that. Sniper rifle Mega Man. This is the grittiest Mega Man reboot ever. Dr. Wily released a terrible zombie bee virus to the world with the help of Hornet Man, or Wasp Man, or I forget what that one was. That was one of the newer ones, 9 or 10, I think. Zombies thought it was a good idea to hide from that madman killing them all. Plus they heard of a nice grandma zombie baking cookies and giving them out there. Little did they know that Grandma was secretly Larry Chang. He wasn't making cookies, he was making zombie chow out of more zombies. Actually, I think he was making some fresh people chow, or fresh zombie chow out of fresh people. Like Carlito, he's pretty fresh. He's a fresh boy. So I think when we eventually finish with Infinity Mode, maybe I should play the game proper, just to be like, I don't know, just to be playing something that is a little more guided. I think the thing with this game is it plays a lot better when you have some guidance. I mean, it's fun to screw around the mall for sure, but for 7 in-game days straight is a little much to ask. Your poor player base can only handle so much. And they're starting to occupy the meat factory again. Yeah. Ah! That was my fault. Pop. Pop. Frank West starring as Wasp Man. He stings people. He stings people like a lot of times. The fuck, dude? Why you gotta be that way, Frank? So I say when we get down to like 1 pizza or 1 piece of steak, we get out of here and we start actually looking for more food. But until then, or I'll probably check once the morning comes. Yeah. So our goal here is, I think something around 53,000. So we are ever so slowly reaching our goal, but this is something, I think it's actually smarter to do this on 72-hour mode, because if you ignore all the quests and everything, then you don't have your health ticking down, you don't have to worry about all that. As we are, I think we're doing somewhat okay, but definitely having the time limit and the stress of depleting health is an additional challenge. Otherwise, it's just kind of a time sink, but I figure if we're doing a time sink within a time sink, we've definitely got the time to do this. I just have to make sure that I have the means and the meats to get me through. The means and the meats. It's rather poetic. No! Oh, come on. That didn't even touch me. All these shopping carts. Here. Why not? Morning, Phoenix Tears. I'm glad I got some rest after this whole thing. Yeah, I feel a lot better than I did last night. I was getting delirious. That was not my wisest decision to start this of all things. "9 o'clock at night." You know, the thing is, we still have, if I did my calculations right, I think we still have, 7 hours of this? 8 hours? I think it's 8 hours, because 2 hours per day. We're on day 3, so 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 days, 8 hours. So I figured I'd do an hour now, just continue running down zombies for a while, and we would see where that gets us. I'm going to a play thing around 2:15 or so, So we're gonna get going around 2 or something. And once we're done with that, I don't know what. It'll probably only take an hour. Then I'll come back. Then we'll have dinner. It's gonna be a lot of stop and go today, so I apologize if there's like 3 stream announcements today, but I do want to get this done, because as long as this is going, my PS4 has to remain on. And I'll just have to pause the game and keep it that way. It really is, it's a terrible way that they designed this to not let you save and quit. You know what, yeah. Because of that, I think that probably Dead Rising 2 off the record is probably like the best mixture of all the mechanics of 1 and 2, because you got the combo weapons, you have the infinity mode, you have Frank West and the photography, you've got like everything in one package. I will say I do still enjoy the world of, like the world map of Dead Rising 1 more, but I think Dead Rising 2 objectively is the better game. My personal nostalgia biases aside. Survivors were a little less terrible as well, I think. Yeah, generally, I didn't have to reset my game as often because of people getting massacred by zombies. I think it happened. I think it still happened. I don't think the game fixed it entirely, but it was a heck of a lot less of a hassle. Aha! It's like playing football. Trying to dodge your way around all the zombies. Nobody this time? Let's throw a Cleaver at a zombie. Cleaver family zombies. Yep. Nice one. Oh, he just fell over from blood loss. 4 zombies. Ooh, we're down to 2 blocks of health. 2 little chiclets of health. You think we can hit 20,000 kills before the end of that? Maybe. Possibly. Time is it right now? It's 1:44. Yeah, I think we can do it. We can get another 3,000 before this is all done. All said and done. I do like how we have this set path now that we've established. It's a nice little loop around route. I think we tend to get most of our kills in these crowded areas with the explosives and whatnot. No. I'm right in the middle of the crowd. Oh god. Oh god. Oh Jesus. With 1 health, no less. So, that was a little risky. It's okay, this wouldn't be exciting at all without a little stupidity on my part. Yay. That is a lot of you. Okay. Oh, gotta do morning stuff. Alright, you don't have to worry about coming back. I won't be back probably until later afternoon, Phoenix Tears. You'll probably get an email when I start streaming again. So, but yeah, you go do you. I'll be around later today. You'll know. You'll know when I'm back. Murdering zombies in maintenance tunnels and such. You'll know. Believe you me. Excellent. Considering buying Dead Rising 2 off the record and another for a partner on Steam. Just to go ham. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I would like to sometime play through the later Dead Rising games. 2 and 3 I know had co-op. I think 4 took out co-op, sadly. And then made you pay $15 for the overtime, which is BS. Like, absolute BS. It's part of the game. Like, you just gutted a part of the game that every other game up to that one had and then charged people for it. Although at this point that's classic Capcom. Maybe not classic, it's more postmodern Capcom. That's a postmodern Capcom type of move. I don't even know what... I don't think that term is accurate at all there. But... yeah, that is a sign of the Capcom times. I get that Konami's got the much worse reputation in being, like, blatantly shitty to their consumers, but I think Capcom has, in more subtle ways, been pretty bad with some of their games over the past few years. It's kind of up and down with them, you know? Like, occasionally they do good by you, other times it's kind of like, guys, really? Why would you do this? But I don't know. A lot of people have had really negative reception of Street Fighter V. I don't know. I had fun with it. Like, the time I've spent with it, I didn't hate the game at all. I totally see where the complaints come from the lack of modes, lack of just polish on some UI stuff and whatnot, but fighting people's fun. I don't know, I like being Zangief. It's pretty alright. I'm not a super huge fighting game person. I'm moderately okay at them. But I don't know. I think the problem for me is because a lot of people have, like, such a bad feel about Street Fighter V. Not a lot of my friends play it, so... yeah. I was thinking about maybe trying out the Guilty Gear. The new Guilty Gear that came out. Xrd, or Third, or whatever the hell they're trying to spell with that title. But I don't know. I do have Guilty Gear, one of the PS2 ones, the later PS2 ones on Steam, and that's a lot of fun. But I haven't played it enough, really. Like, I don't know. I feel like to me there's two kinds of basic fighters. There's the more kind of grounded fighters, like Street Fighter and Tekken and whatnot, and then there's like the anime fighters where you just like kind of Marvel vs. Capcom, juggling each other on the screen, over the top, giant lasers and shit. Just I think Guilty Gear falls in more on that side of the spectrum. It still looks like a lot of fun, and I've played like BlazBlue a little bit, and that was kind of an interesting game. I don't know that I like the roster of BlazBlue that much. I like the butler guy. He transformed into a werewolf. He had a pretty insane moveset when I played that up at college, so that was fun. But yeah, I think like the more hectic those kinds of games are, the more semi-button mashy they can get. Skullgirls is another one that's kind of on that side. It's a lot more of the spectacle of combos and whatnot. I think, like, for me personally, I like games that if you get caught in something, you'll be out of it quick enough that you don't have to kind of put down your controller and watch the other person just string out a combo. Like, I appreciate that it's like, oh, you feel really cool while you're doing it, but, you know, if you fall into a lot of strings and stuff and just you're watching half the match yourself getting pummeled, it's like, alright, let me play again, you know? That's why I got really kind of tired with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, because so much of the strategy of that game was, you know, initiate combo and just air juggle for days. And they did have little things, like if you could guess the move they were going to do to continue the air combo, you'd break out of it. But that was such a prediction thing, it wasn't really consistent, you know? I think Skullgirls was pretty alright with that. They did the infinite juggle prevention thing. I don't think it was perfect. I think the game definitely had its flaws, and it did have those moments where really good players would just get you caught for like more than half your health bar, but yeah. The other thing I loved about Skullgirls was they let you choose if you wanted to do one-person team, two-person team, three-person team. Like, that's nice. I didn't like in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 having to have 3 characters, because there was always the one you were really weak with, and you'd kind of keep them either in the back for support stuff, or or you just like get them out of the way in the beginning of the fight. I don't know. I like being able to choose if I just want to focus one guy or a couple guys. I mean, generally Marvel vs. Capcom kept its movesets very accessible and like almost identical from dude to dude, aside from a couple, you know, unique quirks with characters. But yeah, it kept things fairly universal. Quarter circle forwards, quarter circle backs, kind of diagonal zigzags and whatnot. I haven't played fighting games in a long time. I haven't picked one up. Because you have to have people to play with, and like, fighting online's fine, but I think I just have a much more... I think it's much more entertaining to play with people you know. So you can watch them get frustrated at you. You know, that kind of thing. Gotta get 1,000 more. What time is it? 52. We got this. 20,000 kills, and then let's go for some food. Let's get some celebratory pizza. If only there was pizza to get. Would you call this a meditative experience? This is like, you just get so lost in doing this. It's like, yeah, whatever. I feel like I shouldn't drive after this because your mindset's just gonna be stuck on, alright, just counting up the oops, I'm on the sidewalk. It's like that scene from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the third arc, the original one. I'm guessing they probably like redid a lot of those scenes the same way, but Dio gets in the taxi, he's like, drive on the sidewalk. And the guy's like, no, there's people there. He's like, drive on the sidewalk. That was pretty fucked up. Dio's a fucked up guy. He's a nasty fella. Ah, damn it. Get out of here. Give me a break. That Kit Kat bar. Ah! Ah! Guilty Gear is an anime fighter, but it's a middle ground of SF and anime. Yeah, I agree with that. I'd say for a game that's very, like, much in the technical and the juggling and that stuff, I think it's pretty... It holds itself back pretty reasonably, so... I would probably try out the newest Guilty Gear. The only thing with me is Arc System Works, like, they love doing... And I say this, but Street Fighter's literally been guilty of the same thing since its inception with, like, Street Fighter 2 and whatnot. Though I think they've gotten better. I think Street Fighter 5, they kind of put their foot down, or they said they put their foot down on not releasing all these editions, but, I just don't want to buy a version of a game and then have another version of that game come out the next year because they added a couple dudes. Like, do they have upgrades or DLC you can do, and the new editions are just patches and characters added to a disc version of the game? I'm guessing that's what it is, but like BlazBlue, could you buy just normal BlazBlue and then have like the full roster and all that, or did they add extra modes and stuff that you have to buy the newest edition? That's the thing that confuses me. It's like how they work that. Like, can I buy the earliest Guilty Gear version and then just like buy characters I care about or don't care about and be at the same level and play with people with the newest version, or do you have to have the newest version? It's the lame thing about like perennial releases and edition upgrades and stuff. I don't want to buy the same game however many times. I just want to buy it once. Just drive on the sidewalk, or else I will finger your neck for blood. Yeah, that was nasty. And somehow Joseph survives that. Like, right? He gets his ass kicked by Dio, but then somehow, I guess, gets his blood back or something. I don't remember. But, like, he drains his blood out. He turns into, like, a shriveled prune. And then Jotaro kills Dio. He's like, yo, Gramps, I got your blood back. Don't worry, fam. Sign Revelator is the newer one. Yeah, because I saw at GameStop they had that one for like $40, and then they had the original edition for like 20 or something. If you stop it all up that hill, then you get totally stopped. So we're gonna take a break from this. We're almost halfway done. Well, at 26,000 we'll be halfway done. But excuse me. Get out while you still can. No, you actually don't have to buy me Dead Rising 2 off the record. I think I have it on Steam. I think I have the original one on Steam too. Yeah, I do. Because that's what I originally streamed that on. And then I never continued it, which I feel dumb. I kind of just left that by the wayside. I guess it's because I just wanted to play one. That's why. This is the continuation of those streams when I was playing off the record. I'm just going back to my origins first, and then maybe we'll continue that sometime. I would like to play that game co-op. But the problem is with my PC. I've stated the issues with it before. I'd have to find some kind of fix for that. Or not a fix so much as a new computer. But I really should get a desktop. The only thing is my room doesn't really have space for like a desk. I've got cabinets and stuff, but yeah. I need like a better workspace. Maybe a bigger room. I need to move. I need to get my own house. And I'll have all the space in the world. Alright, let's do the smart. This pictured here is doing the smart. Look at the strategy employed. Very safe. I only took one hit. Thing is, for example, Guilty Gear Sign, Guilty Gear Third Sign Revelator. They have different stories, but the main... Oh god. I forgot there's still zombies up here in this mode. They have different stories. The main difference for us is that Revelator has more fighters, said to be the final edition. Also, they don't net play with each other. They don't net play for each other. Wow. See, that's the thing, is like, doing editions that way, people who bought your game on launch, you're like, kind of alienating the player base, because the people who could afford to buy a new edition, I don't know, they should at least have like a trade-in policy, or like, Street Fighter 4 did it really nicely when they came to Ultra Street Fighter 4, because you could, if I remember right, you could upgrade from Arcade Edition. I don't know if you could do that with like Super Street Fighter 4. There's so many editions of Street Fighter 4, man. But yeah, it's interesting to think about. I don't know what the wiser kind of thing is on that, but for me, I think it's better when you can upgrade the old version that you had and just pay the difference that you would pay otherwise to upgrade. You know, if you bought full price, they could charge you another 15, maybe 20, but beyond that, I think it's a little unfair. Or just do individual character packs. You know, you can get what you want, leave what you don't. They just patch the game for you, and I guess if they have story stuff, I mean, I don't know. Street Fighter V implemented their story mode via update, and I know it's a lot of space that they add, but it's still, I think it's a nicer, fairer system than making you go out and get a whole nother disc and whatnot. I don't want to deal with that. And maybe for collectors, it's a nice thing. I enjoy doing that, but yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll pick up Revelator someday if it goes on sale. You guys all have it on PC, if I remember right, so I'd probably get it on there. Have people to play it with. I do kind of prefer having on console. I don't know. It's just like I said, I think the other night, it's when my computer is being funky like it is now, it's good to have something that is reliable for doing the one thing that it's meant to do, which is video games. So, alright, we have one stake. One chance. Let's make it count. Arxis is mostly an arcade fighter. They're used to working for arcade systems. Yeah, I can understand that. I think they're trying to go for two different markets, so... And when they do come out with different editions of their games, don't they, like... I guess they have to replace the whole arcade cabinet. Or maybe they just change, like, the chip in it. I don't know how they do that stuff. Oh, we got chips. Anything to help us survive a little longer, I'll take. Chips right now are a treasure. That's what we've learned today, folks. Chips are a treasure, and you should cherish them while you have them. Get out of here. I'm gonna have to go soon, so we'll probably end up pausing the game in here somewhere. I'll try and find a reasonably safe spot, and then we'll get going. But yeah, I'll be back probably a little before dinner, and then take a break, and then continue this after dinner and see if we can't finish it before like 3 in the morning. It's so crazy, isn't it? Like to have to last that long. You know, I forget. I think they only had a 5-day achievement in this game, so you could get all the trophies or all the achievements on the Xbox version just by surviving for 5. Oh, thank goodness. Orange juice. I'm so glad I'm like finding stuff up here. This is like Christmas. It's just like Christmas morning. But yeah, I just lost track of what I was saying. I don't know. Just infinity mode. Infinity mode. Can we get blue hair? I would be down for blue hair. I'm almost sure they have blue hair somewhere in the game. I just totally forget where to get it. And that's like a little more than a touch of gray. That's what they call that one exactly. It's a little more than a touch of gray. Fuck yeah, bud. They updated the arcade cabinet. Yeah. Chips and neck biting embrace. Oh, Shinji's here. Okay. What do you have on you, Shinji? You like shotguns, Shinji? Oh, you're like unarmored or unarmed. Is this revenge? Is this revenge for you being such a wiener in story mode? I think it is. Oh, he's trying to have a slap fight with me. You know what? Let's do it. I like my metal punch sounds. That's pretty great. Oh yeah. So, something I was interested in is Shinji and Yu, I think, are the two who you find together. I'm wondering if they're named after the developers, because Shinji Mikami? I don't know if he was involved in this game, but I think he works for Capcom. Shinji Mikami is like some of the Resident Evil games, and he did a lot of the Platinum Games stuff later on. But I think at this point, I don't know. I think we're going soon. Hold on. Yeah, let me take out Shinji, and then we're gonna put this on pause, guys. So I'm gonna end the stream after we murder Shinji, but this'll be a good way to finish it. Damn you, Shinji! You're a terrible survivor. All right.
We're going.
All right, I'll be right down. I'll be right down. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, let's speed this up. Oh my god, Shinji, you have so much health.
us? You had a yogurt. Let me just... This yogurt is important. I don't want to forget it. Okay. Alright, we're good to go. I will see you guys later. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll continue this momentarily. Or maybe not so momentarily, but thanks for stopping by anyways.